Well, all of your work progressing forward from the book has now led you to, like you said earlier, you've now created YouTube videos and now you've created some course content and you even have now a homeschool parenting program. Tell us a little bit about what is involved in the homeschool parenting program and how parents can benefit from it.
Yeah. So I guess I've been in homeschooling circles. So I started homeschooling when I was 7. So we had this amazing church group, and we just had lots of community basically growing up. And then as I grew up, I spent loads of time blogging and researching curriculum and writing my book, obviously. And now I'm homeschooling myself. I think I've been homeschooling Luke for a couple of years. So not like lots of practical experience in homeschooling, but I was homeschooled and very much have chatted to my parents about that as well. And our homeschool's going really well. And I thought, I just see a lot of homeschool mums starting and then burning out. And there's all these common mistakes that they seem to make that if only they were able to know about how to navigate those deep waters. And because honestly, the first year is the hardest year. If they can just push through that year and hopefully work their way through those issues, it just gets so much better and so much richer. Things get easier. It's like you go in there with this really wooden model and you're just trying to keep yourself above water. And then as you've been homeschooling for a while, you start to figure it out, and then you start to get into your groove, and then you start to, modify things for your children, and then things start to get, if not easier, more manageable. You figure out how to do it. It might get more crazy, but you figure out how to do it. And so I made my homeschool parenting program for new people who were going to go into the homeschooling world, and sort of felt like they were quite stressed and they didn't know how they were going to do it. And so this just gives you so much confidence. That's the big thing. It's a confidence that you can do this. And so we go through so many things, like how to start homeschooling, how to get a curriculum, talking about the laws, talking about habit training, even all this sorts. We go through all the homeschooling methods. We go through the learning styles. I think there's like 40 to 50 top big topics that we cover in there, and then lots of printables and a book list, and there's just so much in there that you'll need, and that will really help the homeschool journey. Because I was like, these are the things that I've really seen that homeschool mums need, and talking about planning and routines and that sort of stuff. So that's the big aim, is to really help people start their journey off well. So it's an online 101 homeschool course, and I get really a bit silly in there too, to try and keep it engaging.
No, and that just sounds like almost not inundated. That sounds that it's almost like the more the better. They can pick and choose from it, and those are all the questions that they're going to have. Once they get past the you homeschool, I could never do that. Which you must be so incredibly patient, or any of the other typical myths or things and that's one thing you did debunk. You did a lot of that debunking in your book, which I did love that.
Yes.
All of the traditional myths that come with it, and you almost teach moms or parents as well how to respond to those myths as well, which is very empowering. And that is what we need. Sometimes you just don't know what to say. And I agree with you that first year is the hardest year. But as you stick with it, it's like anything else. You get a bit more comfortable. It doesn't mean that challenges aren't going to come your way with it, but you get more confident in your ability to handle the challenges as they arise.
That's right. Yeah, Kimberly, you realize it's only homeschooling.
Yes, you do. You do. I mean, and it's not anything that you have to panic about. So many things that we sort of knee-jerk reaction and panic to. I'm like, no, it's homeschooling. It's not brain surgery. It's not cancer. It's homeschooling. Yes, you can have the choice of how you choose to look at it. Of, oh my goodness, all of my child's education falls on my shoulders. Oh my goodness, or oh my goodness, all of my child's education falls on my shoulders. I can do this. Who would you trust? Yourself or the world?
Well, the other thing is it's you can rely on God too, because He's
Yeah.
got your back, and you just like as homeschool mums, I think we just pray in the mornings and we go, "Oh God, help me, because I can't do this myself a lot of the time. You know, my day is too big." And often I pray, "God, please help me to have so much time. I'm sitting down with a cup of tea at the end of the day, kicking my heels because, you know, I've got it all done in your power." And so often that happens. I need to pray it more.
Yes, I will second that.
Mm.
I will second that. I think for me, I'm often guilty of going, oh, God's busy. He has the entire universe. He doesn't need me to bother him right now. I'm not kidding. That is literally my thought. I'm like, okay, but wait. My life, my home is no
Mm.
less important than any other. Go to
Mm.
God with everything, big and small. It's okay.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So, how can people get involved with the homeschool parenting program?
Yeah, yeah. So on my website, it's called howdoihomeschool.com. I think if you just go onto the homepage, you can just easily find prompts where you can go to find links to the homeschool parenting program. So it's pretty easy to get online. So if you go
Okay.
howdoihomeschool.com, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
find it there. But I've made a special coupon for It's Only Homeschooling, so we can
Oh,
put
thank you.
that um, in the link below, show notes, that sort
We
of stuff,
will.
so you can get that. It's pretty affordable because I think I've realised that, you know, homeschool mums, we don't have loads of money a lot of the time, and I wanted to make it affordable for everyone. If, you know, you can just go in. It's a really high quality course, but the aim is to make it affordable for everyone so that just homeschool mums can go in there and get the help they need and the support. And you can always reach out to me at any point as well. And a lot of my students will ask me questions, especially about curriculum, which I'm more than happy to answer. And yeah, I just love interacting with other homeschoolers.
Excellent. We will definitely put links to that in the show notes. And there's going to be a little tutorial as well up here somewhere where I'm going to go through a little bit and show you a little bit about what Rebecca's website looks like and how you can navigate it.